What's going on, everybody? Julian here, JLew's Trading, doing a video recap on a long position that I had on ATVI. And by long position, I'm talking about time, not directions with options. So this was a short play that finally worked out today, but this is part two of a longer trade that really screwed me up. And the whole idea of this video is to talk about timing and how it's one of the things that is completely out of our control as traders. So the sooner you can dial into the fact that timing is sometimes out of your control, the better for your headspace. Anyways, with trading. So ATVI, Activision. I mean, if you've watched the news, there's a lot of negative press going on with this company, and it is affecting the stock. And you can see right through here, purple line, 200-day simple moving average, price action right through here, dropped down, got a little bit of a dead cat bounce, and moved lower. And what I was looking at doing was I was actually looking at shorting this candlestick reversal to the downside. So the idea here was price action propped itself back up a little bit, filled a previous gap, excuse me, and then rolled over, and I was looking to short this play. Now, at one point during this early play, I was actually up quite a bit on this trade, and I thought to myself, yeah, it's going to rally, it's going to be a short-term relief rally, and then the thing's going to roll over. And what ended up happening was there was actually a relief rally, but the relief rally got in my way by the way of time. And so we had this relief rally, and then price action just kind of coasted sideways before it started to break down. And on my first initial trade, I actually lost the position, and that was a net loss. Now, what I did in the meantime was I was still looking at some of the key levels, and one of the levels that I really liked was this level down through here. And the reason being is because we had this low level that was put in here. You can see there's a little bit of structure right back through here where we gap up over this area, find some support, and then run from there. And then that support is retested through here. We gap below, it turns into resistance. We get above, then below, then we get above it again. You can see right through here we create some more support, and then we get some support, and then we transition sideways. So the idea here was when 81.55 is or was to break, I wanted to get short, and I wanted to use the bottom of this pin bar right through here, 77, call it 78, as a target. And so what I actually did was when this 3-bar play played out, I actually got short. I want to say on, it was either Thursday or Friday of last week, but it was towards the end of last week that I positioned in. I got in heavy again, and the timing of this thing just all the way through here and then through here really sucked. It moved sideways, and I really needed to see 81.55 get taken out, and that's where I positioned back in. I bought some, I want to say they're, oh man, I got to say high 70 puts, and I've got until September 17th to get these going. And if we go to this 15-minute chart, everything that I needed to see really started to happen back through this level right through here. So I wanted to say it was late last week, but you can see that we've got this support level, a little bit of a move under. We get back into that support level, move under, back into that support level. And it's right through here where this started to really start to show signs that it could play out, because that support then became resistance. And there's sort of an area of confluence on this 15-minute chart where you got 81.55 support, now resistance. So there's been a change in structure, and then you get this 200-day simple moving average that price action is now below. And you can see right through here that, boom, it dropped like a rock today, down almost 3.5%. The big thing is that the the options on this underlying stock exploded today, and I was up triple digits at one point. What I actually did with ATV was I was a little bit fearful here. I'm going to go to a 5-minute chart. And what I didn't like was I wasn't sure if price action was going to reverse right through here. So price action put in this low, we rallied, put in this pivot, intraday pivot, came back down to this low, triple bottom, and then ran up into that area. Because I got burned previously on this stock, a big part of me just wanted to get out and solidify a bunch of profit. So what I actually did was up through this area right through here where we snuck over that area and closed, I liquidated half of the position. And then as it rolled over into the close and started to consolidate, excuse me, I then liquidated half of the remaining parts of the position. So right now I've got just a fraction of the position on. 75% of the position has been taken out and moved over into ANY. So I was short ANY down through here. And you can see that we created some support right through here, started to step down intraday. And as soon as we stepped down, checked that level, I actually started to pile in those profits off of ATVI into ANY to the short side, building out the short position. And I've got until September 17th for these ones to work out too. Really, ultimately, at the end of the day, the options on this aren't fantastic. But if we move out to a 15-minute chart and we look at some of these lower levels, once I get below, I want to say this level right through here, about 550, this position will really start to materialize. I am up already on this short trade. Not a big deal, but nothing substantial at the moment. You can see on this 15-minute chart, we have sort of like a complex head and shoulders that's building. We've got this structure here. We've got this zone structure, sort of like a 50-cent spread of structure right through here that I'd like to see get taken out. If this thing gap below 550, this will probably sink into what makes the most amount of sense to me at the moment, around 460-ish. That would really translate into a nice run on the puts that I've got. And the sooner that can happen, the better. Obviously, options are it's all about time decay. So you really want to see your move front run the time decay. Ultimately, bottom line, one thing that I really want to express is that I put on a very large position that was option based right through here. It did not materialize the way that I thought it would in the time frame that I thought it would, and then it started to materialize today. And so the big thing about time is that you can try and time these trades as best as you want, but the market is going to do what the market wants to do, and you just got to be able to sit tight, be patient. And the fact of the matter is, when I put this on and it rallied against me, because it was below the 200, I felt secure holding it. Because it was holding some of these past pivot levels, I felt fine holding it, and I didn't have a big problem holding this play. But at the end of the day, I did get crushed on the first short, and so the second short that is starting to play out as of today, I was a lot more conservative. I got back down to the basics, and as soon as I started to see key levels get hit, and as soon as I started to see that P&L uptick on this short, I really wanted to solidify and realize some of those gains. So I scaled out, which is something I don't usually do. I usually am all in, all out. A lot of traders would say that's stupid, but that's what I do. But this time, I scaled out of the trade, and I was simultaneously scaling out of something that was showing a nice profit and scaling into something that was showing signs of potentially profiting in a big way. So it's all about patience. You can time these things as best as you want, but they're going to do what they want to do. ATVI, I scaled out of the secondary short into another short into ANY. Things are working out. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. Julian at jlewistrading.com.